Hello and welcome to this new lunar cycle. And the new moon in Taurus is exact on the 11th of May, 2021. And my name is Anya. This is a series of videos called Luminosity Yoga, which help you align your yoga practice with the lunar cycle of the month. And as I said, this month it is a moon in Taurus cycle. The sign of Taurus is fixed earth. It is related to Venus, the planet Venus. So keywords for Taurus would be beauty, comfort, nature, resources. It is the crafty side of art, so the making of beautiful things. It is earthy, and it is nourishing. A lot to do also with food. It's very food orientated. Likes to sleep or rest. It's considered to be slow and stabilizing. So an idea for this month might be to see how you can stabilize whatever you might have set into motion during the last Aries lunar cycle. It's about appreciating the simple things. So it's an earth sign. Both Taurus and Virgos are very much about simplicity in a sense. And another idea might be, what can you do to make yourself feel more stable and secure in the current circumstances in the outer world. This new moon is closely connected to the annual constellation of Uranus in Taurus and Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius, so Saturn is about structures in the progressive sign of Aquarius, air, fixed air also. So it's about these progressive structures versus Uranus, that's funnily enough, the energy of change, of explosive change, in a sign that doesn't like to move, being Taurus. So, of course, the new moon in Taurus is in close connection to this configuration, which will actually be with us throughout the entire year. It is going to be exact again on the 14th of June, and within the next month leading up to that, we will already feel the tension increasing, with these this square being kind of just 2 to 3 degrees apart from each other, to the exactness. Another aspect this month or to the new moon that is important is that it's sextile Neptune, which is considered a beneficial energy. So energy that flows very well between the planet Neptune of imagination and dreams and the new moon. However, it's in a very, very last degree of Aquarius. So there is a sense that something unexpected is about to happen, and it might set us up for a deep change that can be explored through the realm of dreams and imagination, as the next day after the new, or 2 days after the new moon, Neptune actually moves into Pisces, which is its home sign. The new moon is also conjunct Lilith. So Black Moon Lilith is it's not a planet, it's an asteroid. And that might be related to past experiences of being shamed for self-indulgence or being slow, a fear of wanting possibly. And so what we can do about this is maybe learning to accept these qualities if we actually have them in ourselves. And this is also something we can apply in our yoga practice, a slower pace, uh, where we're really kind of indulging in that in something that is more conducive for our growth, and the pausing and the taking time and the resting in between to allow things to integrate. So as both the new moon and also Uranus are in Taurus, the theme for today's practice, yoga practice, will be grounding and releasing resistance. So there is that resistance to change. We want to release some of that resistance as we ground in our truth. And also it is related to the throat chakra, not just the throat chakra, also physically the throat in medical astrology. Taurus is throat, teeth, so another important aspect to work with the energy of expression. So singing is also very beneficial. We're just expressing our emotions in a way that other than being passive aggressive, we might actually find a good way of expressing them that will help us be more in our truth. So just find a comfortable seated posture. If you can, practice outside. That's very beneficial at this point and at this time of year. It's still a little chilly today, but temperatures are about to rise. So just take a moment just to move on your sitting bones and close your eyes as you do this. And let the movement subside. Take a deep inhale as you move the shoulders front and up. And then exhale back and down, and just do that 3 times in your own time, taking deep in and exhales. And then the other direction, on your inhale, back and up, on your exhale, front and down. Finding that lift in the torso and just grounding through your sitting bones. Close your eyes, place your palms facing the sky. Thumbs and index fingers touching, and just let the breath come and go as it likes. Just scan the body for tension. And wherever you may feel tension, take a deep inhale. And then let it go on your exhale. And then do the same thing for emotional tension. Scan your body. Where you find it, take a deep inhale. And release on your exhale. And then take another breath all the way down into your pelvis. Deep inhale. Breathing all the way down, letting your thoughts, your inner discourse come to slow down. Feel your sitting bones, feel all the parts that touch the earth right now. And from either your perineum or from your tailbone, just feel the connection to Mother Earth underneath you. Closing the mouth, just feel the breath entering the nose on your inhale. And a connection to the ground on your exhale from the perineum or the tailbone. You can imagine a root or any other image that helps you connect to the ground underneath you, to connect more fully with that energy and to establish a sense of grounding. Slowly move up the spine and feel length in the sides of your torso. And then as you get to the neck, just feel that big vertebra in your neck. Release that as you ever so slightly tilt your chin towards your chest. Find a long neck. And then just feel yourself being pulled up from the crown of the head. And feel the connection to the sky above you. And take a few deep in and exhales here at the crown. And in Qigong they say it's just 5% rising and the rest of your energy moving towards the earth. So just keep that in mind as you practice. And find your seat between heaven and earth. Start to deepen your in and exhale. And see on your inhale if you can really fill the lower, middle, and upper lungs. And as you exhale, you empty the upper, middle, and your lower lungs. And also really feel them in the sides and the back of your body. So just taking a few more deep in and exhales. And on your inhale, just feel new energy. It's like a fresh start. Entering your body, entering your mind, entering your entire system. On your exhale, let go of any tension, tiredness, whatever you don't need right now. Then open your eyes. On your inhale, bring your arms up. On your exhale, bring your energy, your hands in front of your heart, and bring all the energy that you have gathered into your heart center. Just take a moment to pause at the end of your exhale. Then again, inhale, bringing your arms up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Feeling the connection to Mother Earth underneath you. And one more time, inhale. Exhale. And then we start with 3 rounds of arm to open our throat chakra. Deep exhale. Bring your head to your heart. And then as an intention, let's take the idea of releasing resistance, or at least exploring the boundaries where we feel resistance in the body, in the mind, and see if very gently and just by softening and working with our breath, whether we can open up a little more. So bring that into the body with your breath. And then take a deep exhale. And then just rub your hands together, creating some heat. And rest the front hand here at the throat and the other one in your neck. And just breathe here. Just feeling the connection. And release. So make sure you have the right shin in front of you. If you have very open hips, you can also come into a half lotus. Then make sure that your foot is flexed. My knees are very tender, so I'll just keep them like this. So we're going to inhale in 5, just being here. We exhale on 8 and we're going to come into slight forward fold from the hips. So see if you can keep breathing, inhaling 5, exhaling 8, and just keep your the front of your torso lengthened. Inhaling 5, and exhaling 8. And it doesn't matter if you're further up, just making sure that spine is straight and you breathe at your threshold where you feel resistance in the body. And just by softening and being gentle, at the same time very clear with your breathing, you create a bit more space. And slowly walk back up, and we just change sides. So bring your left shin in front or your left leg on top in half Padmasana. Breathing here, inhale 5, and then as you move forward, on the count of 8. And 10, but very much depending on the time of day that you practice, really make sure you don't force your knees, your hips, just really being sensitive. I mean, you shouldn't force them at any point, but especially if you practice in the morning, just pay extra attention. And then slowly walking up and just coming front on all fours. And just for a very brief cat-cow inhale, bringing your heart front. And then exhale, rounding the back. You can actually go a bit free flow here if you want to kind of move your hips as well and the head. Just do that for a few kind of cat-cowish movements. I'm just opening up the spine. And then we tuck the toes under and bring our seat to our heels. Inhale, just keep your hands, your forearms engaged. Push the floor away. Come up into downward facing dog and just take a moment to come up on the toes. Bend your right knee, bring your left heel to the ground. And changing sides. Your feet a little further apart, bend both knees, bring your heart towards your thighs without forcing, just gently opening up, engaging the muscles above your knees, bringing the heels slightly closer to the ground. And then you come into plank position, inhale here. And if you can, on your next exhale, you come into chaturanga. You can also do knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, you come back to plank. And then we're going to go down into knees, chest, and chin. And slide your feet out. Come into small cobra. Make sure your neck is long. Inhale. And exhale down. And when we repeat it, if you can, you come further up in your cobra. But again, you can also keep that very low in a small cobra. Inhale. And exhale, lowering down. And you can do one more like this, or you can come into upward dog, but again, just really watch that your back is okay at this point. And be very gentle with the neck, so don't force the neck, just lift the chest and just open very gently in the throat space. Tuck your toes under, come on onto your knees, bring your seat to your heels, lengthen the lower back, and come back into downward facing dog. On your inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right leg front. Bring your left knee onto the ground. Very slowly start to rise. Interlace your thumbs. Bring your index fingers together. So it's like arms are like this. Inhale here. And again, just tuck the tailbone under. Lengthen the front of the body. Lift from your pubic bone. Very gently bend to the right. We're just opening here the side of the body. Enjoy the stretch. Inhale back to front. And exhale, step into plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga or coming all the way down. So you can come knees, chest, chin. Inhale, small cobra or slightly higher cobra. And exhale, coming into downward facing dog. And just connect with your hands and feet to the ground. So really open the fingers, look at the fingers, open them wide, and just see if you can ground between the fingers. There's like little energy centers there. So really see if you can move them towards the ground. You can bend the knees as much as you need to see if you can straighten the back. Let go of the head, open up in the groins, and engage the muscles above the knees. Bring the heels towards the ground. Deep inhale, bring your left leg up. Exhale, left leg front. Bring the right knee onto the ground. And again, interlace your thumbs, and you can do it the other way around now. And then open the heart, open the front of the body. Open the throat ever so gently. And also paying attention to the lower back, coming into slight arch to the left. Enjoying the stretch in the side of the body. Breathing deeply. And inhale here. And exhale. Just lift the back knee off the ground and coming into forward fold. And then inhale, bend the knees. Just bring the feet a little further apart. Grab your elbows and just take a moment here to hang. Engage the insides of the legs towards your core. And really let the upper body hang. And then you keep the feet a little apart. Bring them a little further apart until you come into a squat. Yeah, so make sure you can also place a blanket underneath your heels. So make sure the squat is okay for you. Yeah, so when we inhale, we come up. And exhale, we go down. And keep your back long as you do this. Inhale, coming up. Really feeling the ground. Exhale, coming down. And we do it 3 more times. Inhale, coming up. Maybe building our resistance to doing this. If it's too much, you just come down halfway. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. One last time. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. So move the feet a little further out. So you're in Malasana. Again, you can roll, bring a folded blanket under them. And your hands in front of our hearts. And just take a moment here to rest your thumbs at your chest, center of the chest, at your sternum. Lift the heart, drop the chin slightly. Feel the connection from the feet to the earth, from the earth to your sacrum, to the heart, to the middle of the forehead. And back down. Very good. Then bring your hands down. Come into forward fold again. And then inhale, half forward bend. Bend your knees. Engage your core muscles, long lower back. Exhale, forward fold. And as you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Very good. And we do another round. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a chair. Bring the feet all the way together. So we come into chair position. Inhale. And as we exhale, we keep the knees bent. We bring the arms back and drop the head. We come back up into chair. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, chair. And exhale. 2 more times. Work with the resistance. Connect to your inner strength. And exhale. 1 more time. Engaging the toes. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the legs. And just place the feet hip width distance. Open the fingers. Just take a moment to feel. Bend the knees ever so slightly and release all the tension in the soles of the feet. And feel the breath moving through the entire body, opening. And then open your eyes again. And inhale, come into, open the arms towards the sky, and we come into Surya Namaskar. Exhale. Inhale, half forward bend. And we go back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, either knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. And come back up into plank. And move into downward facing dog. Open the feet a little bit wider. Move the hips from left to right. Again, open the fingers wide. And then bring the knees onto the ground. We're going to come into a little Camel Vinyasa. So you can tuck your toes under. And you bring your hands to the lower back. So again, make sure you're straighten or you're open here in the groins. You tuck your pelvis under. Inhale here. And we open the upper chest. So really breathing into the upper chest. And then we round a little bit on our exhale. So breathing lower, middle, upper lungs, opening the throat gently. And then exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. And again, No forcing of the head, just making sure that you gently open the throat. And exhale. And we'll do 2 more. And just sit back on your heels. Thumbs and index finger together. Close your eyes. Ground again through your tailbone. Again, just filling the lungs, lower, middle, upper lungs on your inhale and emptying them on your exhale. And taking a moment to rest. Bring the forehead onto the ground, coming into child, nourishing your lower back with your breath and the backs of your lungs. Bring your hands next to your knees, slowly roll up. And last time, come back into downward facing dog. Come up onto the toes, bend your knees, and just walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, half forward bend. And exhale, full forward fold. And we come all the way up, bringing your arms with us. Exhale, hands in front of our heart. So we're going to bring left hand, first of all, to the hips and grab your right ankle. So see if you can bring the right knee closer to the left knee. Bring your left arm up, thumb and index finger touching. And now you're creating some resistance here with the foot, and you're moving the foot away, opening up. And only go as far as you can. So no forcing again. Just going gently. Might be wobbly, like for me. Just breathe deeply and enjoy the pose. So you can also grab the foot from the inside. Some people prefer that. And slowly come back. And then you might want to just rotate the ankle. Bring your hand down again. And bring the foot back down. And changing sides. So again, just making sure you're well grounded. Grab your left ankle. And bring your knees a little closer. Bring your right arm up. Flex the back foot to create some resistance as you move the foot away. And breathe deeply and just come as far front as you can. Enjoy the posture. Natarana Jasana. Cheek in and exhale. Bring the hand back down. And again, rotating your ankle or the foot at the ankle. And then bringing the foot down. Again, just take a moment just to feel the earth again underneath you. And then we're going to do a last one, standing posture. It might create some resistance for you. Again, just take it with some humor to see how that goes. So bring your left knee onto the right knee. You can either leave it like that or just move your foot around and bring your arms out to the side. So left in front of or on top of right, and you bring right on top of left arm. If that doesn't work, you can grab your shoulders or just back of the hands, whatever works for you. Breathe deeply. If you want to, you can go a little bit lower. Really squeeze the insides of the legs. Really access your center. Breathe deeply and then slowly transform. You can come into tree, so you can put the foot on the inside of your ankle and move your arms up. You can also bring the foot further up, whatever works, or toes on the ground to stabilize. And then hands in front of our heart. Very good. And we just go to the other side, just changing sides. So right leg on top of left. And again, just you can either keep them like this. If it doesn't work at all, you just come into chair. You can also wrap the foot around, so you have right on top, and then you bring the left on top of right arm. So move the elbows away from the chest, move the hands away from the face. Deep breathing, really important. Connect to your core. You can grab your shoulders if this is not accessible to you. And see if you can transform as you open, coming into your variation of tree. Your hands in front of your heart. Wonderful. Both feet onto the ground. Last vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into forward fold. Feel free to bend your legs. Inhale, half forward bend. Step back into plank. Either chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Either cobra or upward dog. Really being very gentle with the neck. Bringing the heart. The chest, opening the chest, bringing the heart towards the sky. And then exhale, moving into downward dog. Again, feeling the earth under your hands, opening the skin between your fingers. Bend the knees, lengthen your back. Bring the sitting bones towards the sky, and then slowly, slowly engaging the muscles above the knees, bringing the heels closer to the ground. Again, just paying attention to your body and how much stretch your body needs and can take at the time of the day you're practicing. Bring your knees onto the ground and then come into a comfortable seated posture, preferably right shin in front of the left again, for a few pranayama exercises that we are going to finish off with. So bring your arms out to the sides and the palms facing the sky. And we're going to practice something that is called breath of fire. It's an active in and exhale through the nose, and we're pumping from the belly. Just close your eyes. If you feel you don't have the stamina to do that, if you just start to feel uneasy or sick as you practice, just return to normal breathing. Keep going. just really pumping the breath. And we are strengthening here the magnetic field. We are cleansing, detoxing through the breath as we in and exhale. So just keep going for another 10. Then take a deep inhale. Just push the palms out away from you. Chin to your chest for a moment. Engaging the pelvic floor, navel. Imagine the energy moving up the spine to the third eye. And exhale, just releasing the arms. Just take a moment to feel. Grounding through your sitting bones, feeling length in the torso, in your lungs. And in the last exercise we're going to do, we're going to inhale and exhale in 3 segments. So we're going to inhale in 3 segments through the nose as we move the arms bent and out. And then as we exhale through the mouth, we bring the arms in. So it's like and keep going. Last one. And then inhale, bring the arms up. Again, engage the core, pelvic floor, bring the chin to the chest, hold for a moment. Feel the breath moving up the spine, energy moving up the spine to the third eye. And then exhale, release. And just sensing the effect. And then we're going to reverse it. So now we are going to inhale in 3 segments through the mouth as we move the arms out again. And we exhale through the nose as we move the arms in. So and last one. Then inhale again, bring the arms out. Chin to the chest, engaging the pelvic floor. Let the energy move up the spine to the third eye. Exhale, release. Releasing your breath. Releasing any tension. You can place your hands, palms into your lap, one in front of the other, on top of the other. You can also lie down for Shavasana. Just set a timer for yourself. Whatever you do before you move into the rest of your day, make sure your pulse goes back to normal. So just rest for a moment. Let the energy integrate, minimum of 3 minutes. And let everything ground. Let everything be just as it is. And just be with that. slowly come back to more active breathing. If you had some moments to lie down, slowly, in your own time, come back up into sitting. Place one hand underneath the belly button, one hand onto the center of the chest. And just taking a moment to think of something that you are thankful for today. Just regardless of what it is, just feeling that gratitude in your body. And let that feeling spread across your entire body. And then connect their hands in front of your heart, palms in prayer. And we close with one round of Om, and we dedicate the merits of our practice to all beings without one exception. Take a deep exhale. And inhale. And bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for the time you've made, the attention you've given yourself. And keep doing that. Nourish yourself throughout this month. And ease into the changes, ease into the resistance, soften with your breath. For more extensive explanations on the astrology, I highly recommend Astrology Hub's podcasts and website. Also, Rick Levine being one of my major teachers right now, influences. And otherwise, like, subscribe, spread the news, share it with your friends. Feel free to comment as well. I really appreciate your comments. And I also have a podcast on Spotify under the same name, Luminosity Yoga. So just come and join me there as well for guided meditations and some lunar poetry coming up soon. Thank you so much for practicing together. And I'm very, very curious what this month is going to bring. Namaste.